Hey, Coach, super excited you found us on YouTube. Make sure that you watch and leave some comments below if you have any questions on anything in the video. That's the first thing. Second thing is make sure you subscribe. If you want updates, you're obviously here because you're a basketball coach, so subscribe down below. We would really appreciate that. And the third thing is if you're looking for resources, you're looking to become a better basketball coach, click up above or down below, teachhoops.com. It is a vast resource to help you become a better basketball coach. I'm here to help. I just got done answering about 25 emails, so go check it out. I think it will be a great resource for you, 14-day free trial. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.
All right, welcome to High School Hoops, episode 50, halfway to a century. Yes. All right. So today we're gonna. It's schools a knocking. This is a horrible time for teachers all around the country. We're going to talk about getting back into school mode and kind of the habits and the routines that you need to do this. So this again, we've always teased about my adult ADHD, which is true. But so I think you have to come up with routines of when you're going to do stuff. And the season's still a couple months away, but I'd say a lot of people, well, every high school coach is either either has a job outside the building or they're a teacher.
Right.
One or the other. I don't know anybody that's just
teacher, not teacher.
Yeah. So there might be a few maybe in Indiana that just coach basketball, but there aren't many.
Or you live in Texas and you coach football, but that's
right.
about it.
Yeah, but there aren't many. So that means you have another job. So that when that job is going and then you're trying to coach, you have to come up with a routine. When are you going to prep for the next practice? When are you going to do the next practice plan? When are you going to get your scout ready? When are you going to break down film or look at the film that's been broken down? All that stuff. So I think, especially for the young coaches out there, you have to come up with a time to get that stuff done. Even in the summer, like I get a lot of my stuff done at 2 times in the day. Early morning, because I got a puppy still who's only 8 or 9 months and is getting up early right now because she just had surgery, or late at night after everyone's in bed and it's quiet. And I know those are my times. And sometimes I'll watch Netflix and just surf and answer tweets and do Facebook stuff. But other times I'm just going to go, okay, I'm going to get some work done because it's quiet and I can do it. So I kind of have my routine of when I'm not doing stuff midday most of the time. And it's even harder with like you, coach, who have little ones. You really have to probably slice up those times of days. It's crazy.
Nap time, but the problem is that I tend to take nap time when my son takes nap time. Right.
You should. I used to do that too.
I know, but he's only little so much. He's cuddling on you, and it goes away too quickly. So
it does. So
I'm not gonna say I'm a bad person for doing that. One thing I wrote down, and I think it's develop a checklist.
I'd love to see other people's checklists. I'd love to see other people's checklists. If you go over to the Facebook group, I'd love to see that for sure.
Or maybe come up with some topics that we could add to a checklist. Like, all right, what are all the things that we have to get done before season starts?
Right.
Because there's a lot.
Yes. I was just teasing. I was just talking to a coach that got a job in our league, and he goes, Coach, I didn't know there was so much stuff to do in the summer. I was like, well, yeah. The only way I'm not doing something is I leave town. I literally have to. I know there's going to be a stretch here. I'll be coming back by the time this goes up, and that will be I'll still be doing basketball stuff, but I'll be out of town. I won't be going into school. I won't be that. It will be like away. But yeah, you have to have a checklist. You got to go find great assistants too. If your routine is just
delegate.
You're toast. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be doing this for 30 years if I didn't have assistants that take a lot of that heat off of me on a regular basis. But buses, like you said, it's buses. And you'll love this. We rotate uniforms like every 5-6 years. Volleyball, I'm coaching this is my last year of volleyball. I'm coaching volleyball and basketball, and they were both on uniform. We both getting new uniforms this year. And it's like, oh my God, my spring was like, so finally I turned to my assistant. I said, let's send out a thing to the boys and have them design it. And then we'll have a little contest. So going back to, last week, with team building. That goes back to last week's with team building. It's like, that was great. They were all excited and they were doing it. And I ended up picking one of the tops that they did. And it was like, I don't really care that much as long as it doesn't look like the old, Seattle Seahawks one. Remember those colors? That one funky, or maybe it was the Astros. Remember the Astros had those weird colors down the side? You probably don't remember. You're too young. Yeah, you're too young. Go back and look at retro 70s Astro uniforms. As long as they didn't look like that, we'd be okay.
Okay, so I'll write that. Let me write that down. Give me something to do.
Look, I think it was the Astros. I think the Seahawks had some really funky ones too, with when Sigma played for them. But yeah, so we got to talk about top basketball movies. Put that down in our podcast at some point, Coach, because I'm redoing my basement. I'm ordering like movie posters and stuff. So we should definitely do one. That would be a fun one to do, like when coaches need something to do in the fall, like I got my top 10. But it'd be interesting. I bet we'd have a lot of the similar ones as far as basketball movies. All right. So what else on routine?
Well, I think you gotta learn how to prioritize too what's really important and what's going to get in the way later on that's going to create more stress on you. I think the whole idea is to learn how to alleviate stress. Once you get better at this, it takes time. You're gonna it's gonna be really rough the first couple of years, and no matter what level you're doing. As you get better, you just keep taking notes and you learn like how to delegate, what to do, and you learn how to figure out what's important to get it done. Like, uniforms are cool. I'm sure your first year being able to choose uniforms, that's really exciting for you. But after 30 years of coaching, it really doesn't matter anymore because they better know how to set a dang screen. They better know how to have a good defensive rotation. I don't care what their uniforms look like, But when you first start out, all those things, everything matters to you at that point because it's so new to you.
Well, you'll love this. You'll love this. So at the tournament we were at, the boys were saying, "Hey, can we go retro for a game?" I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Oh, can we go back to like Wesley's year, like the 05?" I go, "Whoa, hold on." So maybe, but then I gave them I said, if you do this season wise, then I can pull out the old jerseys. Maybe we can play a game in them.
We did a retro. I used to do a retro night. It was awesome. I found jerseys from the early 1990s, and they wore them, and they were like short shorts.
Were they legal? That's the problem. Is you got to make sure
they were legal.
Okay.
But like you're in a bigger conference, and I was in a small town conference, so it might be different. But they were completely legal. I don't know what would make it not legal.
I don't either. Yeah, there weren't logos and stuff. It's like, yeah, they were asking about Wesley's jersey. I go, Wesley has Wesley's jersey, I think, but I have one, so I have to get it signed. All right. Anything else on that, Coach?
No. I lost my train of thought. We were talking about getting ready for it's a mind shift,
It's routine. It's habits. So I was reading something on habits. I will throw this as parting words before we do the last one. Is the key to a good habit is you have to build on it.
Yep.
So, and I don't remember who said this, but anyway. So everyone should floss probably more. Well, every day you probably shower. If you don't, you should. So what you do is you shower and then maybe you floss while you're showering. You get those little pick things that aren't actually the long strings flossing. So you're more likely to do a habit if you build on an existing habit, getting up and eating, getting your coffee, doing something like that. So I think that's what you want to do is you want to build on those things. What are you looking at?
Looking for my full timeout. We're good. Keep going.
Okay. Those like are watching. What was it?
Like you said, our podcast is real, all right? We don't edit anything.
I'm not editing this. What happened? You were like looking like I was like on fire.
No, I was looking to find my full timeout question. I apologize.
Oh, okay. No worries. I was like, oh my God, did I say something? I hope I wasn't offensive. I don't think. What was? Okay. Anyway, building on habits. So that's important. So especially for the youngsters, build on your habits. If you want to work out, you got to build on a habit that you're already doing. Maybe the drive home. Maybe it's after you have your cereal every morning, then you go do your workout. Something. You have to also understand who you are. Like if I don't go from work to the gym, most of the time I'm not going to go back from back home. Like I know once I get to my house, I'm not getting back to the gym. You know what I mean? Like it's not well, especially with your kids, it's not happening. Yeah.
No. It's not happening.
It's like a black hole. All right, what's the question for the week?
How do you feel defending a baseline out of bounds plays? Are you a zone or a man guy, and why?
I wish I was a man guy, but I tend to be more of a matchup zone guy because I don't trust them. And I think more and more people are playing zones than before. So I think the twist for people listening is some of your out of bounds plays you got to try to work some actions outside of 14, 15 feet. The actions of getting it at the rim are not what they used to. They aren't what they used to be. So I think you use those as counters and you try to spread things out and get them out. I don't know. What's your thought?
I don't know. I just felt like I've always gotten killed on zone because the guys are real lazy. But I've always just tried a 2-3 zone, and it just seems like a matchup makes more sense guarding, matching up in your area.
Yeah, and I like a matchup because they're responsible for somebody.
Right.
Like, who are you guarding?
Right. So that makes sense.
Right.
To run strictly a 2-3, I feel like that creates I've seen a lot of bad things happen. A lot of good things in my point too, where we've been able to tear it apart for a lob dunk or and depending on what team I'm coaching, where I've been able to really pick that apart. If it's a true zone, just a 2-3, I feel like people get they're not matched. You're not truly matched up with the player. So a matchup zone makes complete sense. So
yeah, so I like that. Okay. All right, till next week. Go get ready for school.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, Coach, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're looking for more just like it, check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. 14-day free trial, a mentor in me. Let me help you become a better coach.